This is your need to know.
Spoiler, sweetie.
This is your need to know.
Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive.
Glad to be back.
This time we're looking at episode 3 of Silo Season 2.
Yeah.
And we're going to be jumping into this Reddit thread that's just full of theories and reactions.
Oh, yeah, some great stuff.
People are really getting into it.
It's really cool to see people, just getting so invested. Like they're really dissecting everything.
Totally.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest things that people are talking about is Solo.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, is this guy a friend? Is he an enemy? What's going on?
Right.
The theories are everywhere.
Well, and it makes sense, right? I mean, think about it. The
Yeah.
guy has been alone for years.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that can really mess you up.
Yeah.
Like, there's all sorts of studies on solitary confinement and stuff.
Right.
Sensory deprivation, hallucinations,
Uh.
even like psychosis in some cases.
So are we seeing, somebody who's just really desperate for connection?
Mm.
Or are we seeing somebody who's like on the verge of a breakdown?
That's the big question, right? And I think the show does a great job of keeping us guessing.
Yeah.
On the one hand, he's got this like gentle voice.
Yeah.
He seems really happy to see Juliet.
Right.
Like he's genuinely glad to have her company.
But then he says that creepy line, I needed you to eat the food
Oh yeah, and then there's those bodies.
right outside the vault.
Yeah, like what's the deal with that?
So creepy.
Now the horror movie.
Totally.
I saw one fan online who compared him to like a cornered animal.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought that was really interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Like even if he doesn't mean any harm,
Right.
all that time alone could make him really unpredictable.
Totally. And it all ties into the mystery surrounding Silo 17 itself.
Oh, for sure.
Like what actually happened there?
Yeah.
How long did those people survive?
Right.
What was the cause of death?
And Solo's line about the poison outside, that really got people thinking. Some think it's like dust storms.
Oh, interesting.
Or maybe like fallout.
Right.
Which kind of connects to those theories about what the outside world is actually like.
Okay, so what about those bodies by the vault?
Ooh.
Do you think they were trying to get in, like after the initial cleaning incident?
Maybe. And if so, what does that mean about Solo? Was he just defending himself, or is
Yeah.
there something more sinister going on?
Right, like is there a darker side to him that we haven't seen yet?
That's what I want to know.
Okay, I got to ask you about Judge Meadows and Bernard.
Oh, yeah. What's going on there?
That whole relationship has people buzzing.
I know.
Is it romantic tension?
I don't know.
Is it a power struggle?
Maybe.
Or something else entirely?
Well, that scene where he's measuring her for a cleaning suit,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, on the surface, it seems pretty straightforward.
Right,
But look at the power dynamic.
Yeah.
He's literally kneeling before her,
right.
like in a position of subservience.
And the way they look at each other.
Right. It's definitely more than just professional.
Exactly. And remember, this is a society where intimacy is like strictly controlled.
Mm-hmm.
So even a little gesture
Yeah,
can be super significant.
definitely.
I saw some fans online picking up on like suggestive undertones in that scene,
Uh-huh.
hinting at a possible past romance.
Interesting.
Yeah, like maybe there's a whole history there that we haven't uncovered yet.
I bet you're right.
I think so.
It's Silo.
It is Silo. They're always keeping its guessing.
Always.
Okay, let's switch gears for a second, talk about the rebellion.
Oh, yeah.
Things are really heating up. Like
Yeah.
every episode we see more and more signs of dissent.
Right.
It feels like it's about to boil over.
Juliet's cleaning was a big turning point.
Totally.
And now we're seeing characters like Meadows and the Doctor
Yeah.
pushing back against the rules.
Like they're facing some challenges too, right?
Of course it's never easy.
Like one fan pointed out that Knox's political maneuvering might be slowing things down.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, like maybe he's trying to prevent the rebellion from starting too soon.
Why would he do that?
Well, maybe he has his own plan,
I could see that.
right? Is he trying to control the rebellion?
Yeah.
Or is he waiting for the right moment to seize power himself?
Ooh, good question.
Okay, before we move on, I have to bring up some of these little details
Oh, yeah.
and unanswered questions that are driving fans crazy.
Tell me.
Like, what is the significance of all those names Knox keeps finding? Is it a hidden message?
Could be.
A secret code?
Maybe.
A list of potential rebels?
Oh, that's a good one.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And then there's that second door in Solo's vault.
Yeah.
What's behind it?
Another chamber.
Ooh.
Secret passage.
Right. Or maybe like a time machine,
Okay, maybe not a time machine.
but you never know.
Right.
With this show, I wouldn't be surprised by anything.
Yeah, the writers are really good at keeping us guessing.
It's like a giant puzzle box,
Totally.
and we're all trying to figure out how to open it.
And that's what makes it so much fun.
Exactly, and that's what we're going to talk about next.
Yeah, wait.
We're going to open up the floor to our listeners
Yep.
and hear what they think.
Awesome.
What are your wildest theories about Silo?
Yeah.
What clues have we missed?
Yeah.
What burning questions are keeping you up at night?
Because honestly, we don't have all the answers.
Not even close.
And that's what makes this so much fun.
It's a collaborative deep dive.
I love that.
We're all in this together.
Trying to crack the code of Silo.
Exactly. And sometimes the most insightful observations come from the fans themselves.
Oh, totally.
They notice things that we as experts might miss.
Absolutely. Their fresh perspectives can really change the game.
Yeah, it's a reminder that knowledge is a shared thing,
Mm-hmm.
a constant process of discovery.
For sure.
And speaking of discovery,
Yes.
I'm curious to hear your thoughts on the show's exploration of power dynamics.
Oh, interesting.
We've talked about the rebellion,
Right.
but what about the people in charge?
Yeah.
What are their motivations?
That's a tough one. And I think the show does a good job of avoiding easy answers.
Right.
Like, we see characters like Bernard and Knox
Yeah.
operating within a system that seems really messed up.
Right.
But are they true believers?
Yeah.
Or are they just trying to survive?
It's like that saying, power corrupts.
Uh-huh.
And absolute power corrupts, absolutely.
Right. But is it really that simple?
I mean, are these characters inherently bad?
Yeah.
Or are they products of a system that rewards conformity
It's a good question.
and punishes dissent?
I think the show is saying it's a bit of both.
Yeah.
We see glimpses of humanity in even the most ruthless characters.
Oh,
Like
right.
those moments where their masks slip
Yeah.
and you see the doubt and the
Their
fear.
vulnerability,
Yeah.
and that's what makes them so compelling.
Totally.
So real.
They're not just villains.
Yeah.
They're complex people
Grappling with their own internal struggles.
trying to navigate a world where the rules are constantly changing.
And those choices often have unintended consequences,
Oh, yeah.
like ripples spreading outward.
Mm-hmm.
Think about Juliet's decision to clean.
Right.
I mean, she set off a chain of events that could destroy the silo.
Yeah.
But did she mean to do that?
Right. Like, did she even realize what she was doing?
And that brings us to our final thought-provoking question for you.
Hit me.
Could Solo, with his unpredictable nature
Yeah.
and his unique understanding of the silo's history,
Right.
become an unintentional catalyst for change?
Hmm.
Could he, in his quest for connection and belonging,
Yeah.
accidentally trigger the very rebellion that so many people are hoping for?
It's a crazy thought, but it could happen.
It could.
Especially with this show.
Yeah.
I mean, Solo's journey shows us that change can come from anywhere,
Yeah.
even the most unexpected places.
The most unlikely heroes.
Exactly. So as you keep watching Silo,
Yeah.
pay attention to Solo.
Right.
Watch how he interacts with people.
Okay.
Listen to what he says. And think about how his past might affect his actions in the future.
You just might be surprised.
Oh, I bet we will be.
This is your need to know. This is your need to know. This is your need to know. This is your need to know.
Hey, everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive.
Glad to be back. And it's not just about like the plot, you know?
Right.
The show's creators are so good at visual storytelling too.
Ooh, I love it when you get all film school on me.
Ah.
Break it down for us.
Okay, so what kind of symbolism are we talking about?
Yeah.
We'll take the spirals, for example.
Okay.
You see them everywhere.
Yeah.
The staircases,
Uh-huh.
the ventilation shafts,
Right.
even the way the camera moves sometimes.
Here's
It's like a subtle reminder
Of what?
of the silo's cyclical nature,
Oh.
like how history just keeps repeating itself.
Wow, I never noticed that.
It's cool, right?
Yeah. What about the light and shadow?
Oh, yeah.
It seems like most of the silo is so dark,
Mm-hmm.
except for those quick glimpses of the outside world.
Exactly. And that contrast between light and dark.
Yeah.
It symbolizes the tension between knowledge and ignorance,
Oh,
hope and despair.
I see.
It's like they're trapped in this twilight zone,
Right.
unsure of what's real and what's not.
Like Plato's allegory of the cave.
Yes, exactly.
The prisoners only see shadows,
Right.
and they think that's reality.
And the silo itself becomes the cave.
Wow.
And the characters are trying to break free,
from their limited perception.
Exactly. And speaking of perception,
Yeah.
let's talk about how the show plays with the genre.
Okay, this is where it gets really interesting for me.
Yeah.
On the surface, Silo seems like a sci-fi thriller,
Mm-hmm.
but there are all these hints of other genres.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's like a mix of everything.
Right. You've got the dystopian fiction,
Yeah.
but there's also mystery,
Yeah.
horror, even a bit of romance.
That's crazy.
And it all blends together so seamlessly.
Yeah.
It's like a unique viewing experience.
And it keeps us guessing.
Totally.
We never know what's going to happen next.
Right. Will it be a shocking reveal?
Yeah.
A crazy chase scene?
Or like a tender moment between two characters.
Exactly.
And that unpredictability is what keeps me coming back for more.
Me too.
It's like a roller coaster ride.
Definitely keeps you on the edge of your seat.
Speaking of roller coasters,
Uh-huh.
let's go back to the rebellion for a minute.
Okay.
We talked about the challenges they're facing,
Yeah.
but I'm curious about what's motivating them.
Yeah. What are they fighting for?
Right?
That's a big question.
It is?
And I think it's at the heart of the show.
Okay.
On a basic level, they're fighting for freedom.
Freedom from what?
Freedom from the silos rules.
Okay.
Freedom to find out the truth about the outside world.
Right.
Freedom to make their own choices.
But it goes deeper than that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
They're also fighting for a sense of agency,
Mm-hmm.
like the right to control their own destiny.
Exactly. They're rejecting the idea that their lives are already decided,
Yeah.
that their fate is sealed inside the silo.
And that's a powerful message.
It is.
It resonates with viewers on like a gut level.
Totally. I mean, we all crave autonomy,
Yeah.
the ability to shape our own lives.
Which brings us back to Solo.
Oh, yeah.
Could he be a catalyst for change?
Even if he doesn't mean to be. That's a good question.
It is.
One we'll have to keep thinking about.
Right. His unique perspective, his outsider status,
Yeah.
it could make him a powerful force.
Imagine if he joined the rebellion,
Oh, wow.
even if it was an
It
accident.
would shake things up.
Big time.
And given his history, his trauma,
Yeah.
his isolation,
Right.
his involvement could take so many forms. Would he be a reluctant hero,
Maybe?
a vengeful force,
Ooh.
or something else entirely?
That's what makes it so exciting.
The possibilities are endless.
I know.
And I bet the writers are going to surprise us.
Oh, definitely.
But let's not forget about the other mysteries.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
those names that Knox keeps finding. What's the deal with that?
Right. Is it a hidden message?
A secret code?
A list of potential rebels?
So many theories.
And we wanted to hear yours.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you think is going on?
And then there's that second door in Solo's vault.
Oh, yeah, what's behind it?
Another chamber?
Maybe.
A secret passage? A
Oh.
time machine?
Okay, maybe not a time machine.
But hey, with Silo, you never know.
Right.
The writers have definitely earned our trust
They have.
when it comes to the unexpected.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised by anything at this point.
Me neither.
The writers are playing a masterful game,
They are.
keeping us on our toes.
It's like a really well-crafted mystery.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just about the destination.
Right.
It's about the journey.
The thrill of piecing it all together.
Exactly.
So what do you say we open up the floor to our listeners?
Let's do it.
What are your wildest theories about Silo?
Yeah.
What clues have we missed?
Right.
What's keeping you up at night?
Yeah, we want to hear from you because honestly, we don't have all the answers.
Not even close.
That's what makes this so fun, you know?
It is.
It's like a collaborative deep dive,
Mhm.
all of us trying to crack the code of Silo together.
And it's cool to see how much people are engaging with the show like this.
Yeah.
It's not just passive entertainment anymore.
Right.
People want to be challenged.
Mhm.
They want to participate. They want to feel like they're part of something bigger.
Exactly.
And sometimes the best observations come from the fans themselves.
Oh, totally.
They notice things that we as experts might miss.
Their fresh perspectives can really open up new avenues.
Yeah, it's like we're all detectives, gathering evidence, comparing notes.
I love that.
It's a reminder that knowledge is something we build together.
Definitely a constant process of discovery.
Speaking of discovery,
Yeah.
I'm curious to hear your thoughts on the show's exploration of power dynamics.
Ooh, interesting.
We've talked about the rebellion,
Right.
but what about the people in charge?
Yeah.
Like, what are their motivations?
That's a really complex question, and I think the show avoids giving us easy answers.
Right.
Like, we see characters like Bernard and Knox working within a system that's obviously flawed.
Right.
But are they true believers?
Right.
Or are they just playing the game to survive?
It's like that saying, power corrupts.
Yeah.
And absolute power corrupts absolutely.
But is it really that simple?
Were these characters just bad people?
Right.
Or are they products of a system that rewards conformity and punishes dissent?
It's tough to say.
Yeah.
I think the show suggests it's a bit of both.
Yeah, like we see glimpses of humanity,
Right.
even in the most ruthless characters.
Like sometimes their masks slip
Yeah.
and you see the doubt, the fear.
The vulnerability.
Right. And that's what makes them so interesting.
It does. It makes them feel real.
They're not just villains.
Yeah.
They're complex people.
Trying to make sense of a world where the rules are always changing.
And their choices have unintended consequences.
Yeah, like ripples spreading outward.
Affecting everyone.
Think about Juliet's decision to clean.
Right.
I mean, she might have just set in motion the destruction of the silo.
Yeah. But did she realize that?
Did she intend for that to happen?
Who knows?
And that brings us to our final thought-provoking question for you.
Ooh, I love these.
Could Solo, with his unpredictable nature and his unique understanding of the silo,
Right.
become an unintentional catalyst for change?
Interesting.
Could he, in his search for connection,
Oh.
accidentally trigger the rebellion that so many people are hoping for?
It's a fascinating idea.
It really is, and it speaks to the power of individuals to disrupt systems.
Even if they don't fully understand what they're doing.
Exactly. Solo's journey shows us that change can come from anywhere.
The most unexpected places.
The most unlikely heroes.
So keep watching Solo.
Yeah.
Pay attention to his choices.
Because he might just surprise us all.
Oh, I think he will.
And that wraps up our deep dive into Episode 3 of Silo Season 2.
Another great episode.
We've explored fan theories, analyzed symbolism, debated motivations, and pondered those intricate power dynamics.
It's a lot.
It is, but we wouldn't have it any other way.
Right? Silo always keeps us on our toes.
But the conversation doesn't end here.
No way.
We want to hear from you.
Yeah, what are your thoughts?
Your theories, your burning questions.
Head over to our social media pages.
Leave a comment on the show's website.
Connect with us on whatever platform you prefer.
We're always excited to engage with fellow Silo enthusiasts.
And dive deeper into this amazing show.
Until next time, keep watching, keep thinking.
And keep those theories coming.
The world of Silo is full of mysteries waiting to be uncovered.
And we can't wait to explore them with you.
On the next episode of The Deep Dive.
See you then, Lynn.
This is your need to know.
I'm feeling sick. I think I got a fever. And then the rhythm. Heart's on fire. Beats in the air. Move closer. You're getting bolder. It's spreading through the crowd. Can't escape it now. We're trapped inside the sound. Don't fight it, don't fight it. Oh, contagious. Oh, it's contagious. Danger. Oh, so dangerous. Dance fevers in your veins. You'll never be the same. Contagious. Oh, so contagious. Sweat dripping, bodies rage. Can't stop this deadly stage. Lights flashing. tripping bodies rage, can't stop this deadly stage. Fever's rising, take a chance. Lose yourself inside the dance. Hearts collide, we're mesmerized. Won't survive, this heat's alive. Fevers in your veins, you'll never be the same. Contagious, oh so contagious. Sweat dripping, bodies rage, can't stop this deadly stage.